budgeting. So the list of vendors that I've accrued are here based on category. For books, I looked into Scholastic's Foliet, Bound to Stay Bound, and I found that these vendors were very good at making sure they provided books and resources that were appropriate to all age ranges. I really liked how all three of these provide a variety of books in multiple languages, or at least the main language that we deal with in our campus, which is Spanish, and that they offer resources based on reading level. For furniture, Oriental Trading STEMCO and School Specialty I found to be the most appropriate for school furniture. They provide a variety of furniture that's appropriate for a library, and they provide furniture for classrooms too, that I also saw that would best fit in the library. So I really like those three vendors for the furniture. For Makerspace materials, you can never go wrong with Amazon, Michaels, and Dollar Tree. I really liked that for all these three vendors. Amazon, of course, there's always great deals, and a lot of STEAM activities and kits that are provided through their website. Michaels is just an endless source of arts and crafts that could be used for Makerspace materials, and a lot of the times they have sales. Also, they do have a teacher discount, so that's also pretty good. And Dollar Tree, of course, can beat the prices for having some of the basic materials that are needed for the Makerspace area. In technology, I did look into Google, and so I'm very familiar with Google, and I've got a chance to explore more of their softwares and resources that they offer. So I went with that. TechSoup is another great resource where they offer a lot of software and apps, not only just for libraries but for staff. In the case that there's ever new softwares that are being introduced, TechSoup has a good variety of trainings that can be provided through their site for everyone. And School Outfitters had a good variety of technology sources as well. Supplies and decor, I chose Walmart because I feel like Walmart does have a good variety of just the basic supplies that are not just found in the library, but what you would find in the classroom too. So a lot of the stuff that we need is like pencils and scissors and all of that. I feel that Walmart was the best choice for those type of materials. The library store had a good amount of a good variety of decor that was appropriate for a large area like the library. So I really like how they varied in a lot of their items, but I specifically like them for the decor. And then of course Etsy, even though it's a wide range, it's one website with a wide range of vendors, where you can just pretty much find anything and everything, and I felt that Etsy would be a great source to use for decor. So going into my first item that I would purchase given the $10,000 budget, considering what my school library needs, I would think that they would benefit from this Epson PowerLight projector, that's found through School Outfitters, and it is available for $1,841.99. I really like that it's made to be attached to the ceiling top, and I'm sure a lot of the projectors nowadays do. But I've looked into a lot of the reviews and just the description of the item, and I really liked it. I feel that our campus can benefit from it. Given that the presentations would be a lot more flowy, they would flow a lot better without so many tech adjustments and issues. My second item that I would pick as far as purchasing for the library, and I feel that they can benefit, is headphones. Now, one thing that I've noticed in our campus is that there is a lack of headphones, especially with microphones. So like whenever there's testing coming around, or the use of certain apps like Flip, or that needs any recording, I think that the kids would really benefit from these, and making sure that these are the library priority to use. So they are a pack of 10. They're $160 with 36 cents. So I would consider buying 5 cases. So that would equal out to 50 headphones. My next purchase would be this decorative piece. So these are printable children's book characters. And I would randomly select 15 for our library. I feel that our library needs to be surrounded with a lot more of the characters that surround the shelves. So I know it would attract the kids as soon as they see one of the characters that they're really into. It'll just make them feel really welcome that the library can center off of characters like the ones that are displayed in more. So it would make the library feel fun. Another thing that I would purchase as far as decoration for our library is I saw these decorative pieces and I thought it was really, really nice to see, and just for the kids to be able to see that, you know, books are more than just pages and a title cover. So just seeing the books turn into some art, it also helps the kids adjust with the integration of art that we had recently launched last year. So if they're able to see more art in all the places that we go to, they would be more intrigued by creating more of their own art. The next piece would be a decorative piece as well, and this would be the area rug. Now I specifically chose this one because it reminded me so much of the makerspace area. So I really liked how the gears are on there, and I really think that the kids would really be attracted to this scenery, as it allows them to feel like, you know, they're in not just in a place of literature and reading, but also a safe space of making and creating. One of the other items that I've checked out at Walmart for my supplies and decor really is just supplies. These are the main things that I feel that we need in our library, just because there is a lack of these items in there. So I know that we have been limited to scissors and pencils for sure most of the year, and so I feel that when we purchase enough pencils and scissors to have, that way we can make sure that everybody has it has availability to those. Construction paper, that would also help with makerspace. I also looked into a button maker, just because I do think that just as discussed before, it is a great way to be used as an incentive, or even as a sort of a project that I can implement with the students, where they can create their own buttons as well. And then you can never go wrong with book storages or book organizers, as you can have some books labeled per reading level or grade level for students that are in the sitting area waiting to check out their books, or if there's new books that arrive, these could be labeled and just create a very organized system. My next items are some books that I thought would really help and support kids now that we've shifted over to integration of arts. These are some selections of books that I've made per Bound to Stay Bound bookstore. And it's just some drawing books that I know that the kids would really benefit from if they checked out, just so that they can help build that confidence that they're needing as the integration of arts is taking place. From Amazon, I've looked up these items that would best fit our makerspace area. So we have the tub of the Build and Build kit. So I think that all age groups would really benefit from this, since I feel that our library lacks a lot of the makerspace materials. So I think that just having a plentiful of the brain flakes would really assist with just making sure that every grade level can use them. I also saw these maker space task cards, and they're appropriate per grade level. So these are 3rd grade through 5th grade, and then this is K through 2nd, and it just gives the kids tasks on what to do as a STEAM or makerspace project. And I thought it was really good to purchase multiple and maybe have them barcoded so that they are not only used in the library, but teachers can also check them out for in their classroom ideas as they would like to integrate makerspace as well. My next item is a 3D printer. I really liked this particular one because it seems to be accessible and pretty small sized, so it doesn't take up room, and it is compatible to a cell phone, so I can be able to digitize something and then the kids would be able to see. I figured that just in case one had to break down, I would be okay with purchasing 2. Just to be on the safe side, because you never know with technology. My next item would be the virtual headset. I feel like a lot of schools and libraries are shifting towards having these, especially for their makerspace area. I also think it would benefit, I also think that it would really benefit the students, especially those with a very limited background knowledge, to be able to experience some of the things that could help them academically. So just taking virtual field trips to like maybe a different environmental places, the different ecosystems, visiting the ocean, and so on and so forth. My next item would be for furniture, and I found this through School Specialty. One thing that I did notice is the lack of organization when it comes to checking in and out books through the library, and these cards, I feel like they're very flexible. It makes it easy for the librarian to take wherever she goes, as if it's around the time where she has to start collecting books, maybe before the prolonged breaks, she can make sure that she has these to be able to maneuver through areas of the school, and they could be labeled appropriately to where students are conditioned to knowing where those books would go once they're checked in and out. My next item that I really saw would really attract the library a lot more is the display set, the display shelving, sorry, and that I found it through Demco. I really like the shelf only because I feel like sometimes we have to center some of our books to be kind of like feature books, and so this really would attract students into knowing what's trending, what's in season, and so it just it kind of serves as a display, but also it could be used almost decoratively. And then for my last item that I would like to purchase for my for the library would be a set of beanbags. I do truly believe that every library should have a reading corner, reading area. And so based on what I know about my library, there is a small area where that could be a possibility, but there's no comfortable seating available. So I figured beanbags would be the most appropriate. If you ever have kids that are really wanting to dive into their book, and they want to read it a little bit separately than where they are with the kids, if they're making something, it just gives them that quiet time. So I really think just having that comfort would benefit the kids just to get really comfortable when it comes to reading. So considering my list of things that I've bought, I've accumulated and accrued the amounts that I would purchase. I've added the subtotals of everything. So for my books, furniture, makerspace materials, technology, supplies, decor, and I came up to a grand total of $9,888.15 to be able to utilize for my library, in hopes that it could really empower and attract not only students, but staff and community members, to keep the library growing, as it looks very attractive and appropriate. Thank you, guys.